One team,
one mission,
one map.
The nationally available Search and Rescue Common Operating Platform, also known as SARCOP, was developed over a 3-year period through a partnership between DHS Science and Technology, the NAPSG Foundation, or also known as National Alliance of Public Safety GIS, and FEMA. The groundbreaking tool dramatically increases the effectiveness and efficiencies of search and rescue field operations before, during, and after an emergency response operation.
What you're seeing on screen here is a result of the searches from the recent hurricane and tropical storm Debbie in the South Carolina area. Specifically, we're looking at a neighborhood that is downstream of some dams that were considered to be potentially endangered by the flooding. You can see all the green dots are structures USAR members assessed and found to be in good condition. Specifically looking at white diamonds with purple targets in them, those are a symbol that we use for targeted search. And those were placed from members at the BOO looking at the national dam inventory for these dams that would be considered to be at risk. In addition, on those rivers, besides just the dam inventories, we also added flood gauges so that we could see live what stage of flooding they were at risk of. When they would update it, we had the Army Corps of Engineers flood inundation potential layers for worst case scenarios for how far the water could reach.
As you can see in this screen, this is the search coverage analysis, the wildland fire incident, which expanded to a town and then actually burned over the whole town. FEMA Urban Search and Rescue was assigned here to conduct wide area search. We used the SARCOP to look at our initial area of operations, and that informed our initial strategies and tactics. After we started to conduct search and rescue and had some more informative data, we were able to use the responder track logs, and that really helped us understand how much search could be conducted in one day by one particular resource. And that gives operations an idea of how many additional resources they may or may not need. You can see here, there was a main road that they used to access the area, and then they would spread out from there. You can see the different types of searches here based upon the things that the responders found and the different levels of search that they would go into for each of the various structures based upon what they noticed and using their knowledge, skills, and expertise to help them with that.
There were 2 fires in the panhandle of Texas in early March of 2024. I'm going to zoom in on the Windy Deuce fire because that was the first one that we did any search activities on. Texas Task Force 2 is one of the state's urban search and rescue teams. Their headquarters are in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, so they were the first on scene performing search and rescue. They circumnavigated the fire outside of the burn area and came in from the north to this area. This was the most affected area of the fire. I'm going to zoom in some more. And what we have is a lot of search tracks that were laid down by Texas Task Force 2, as well as the damage report that the state was looking for with our damage observation. The most affected and destroyed areas of the town with the wind coming out of the southwest and driving the fire to the northeast. And all of this information was put into SARCOP by the search team managers for the search segments. Anybody can put information into it at the local level, at the state level, and at the federal level.
That just simply wouldn't have been possible without this system and before the current maturity of the system.
SARCOP is a critical link in that collection and dissemination.
All incidents start local and end local, so if it doesn't work for them, we don't want to use it. And I think that's why we've been really successful working from the local fire department up to a regional team, up to a state team, and that's really been the success of that.
With SARCOP, USAR teams can make faster, more informed decisions, ultimately saving more lives. It's a critical evolution in how we respond to disasters, and we're excited to share more about how this technology is transforming our operations.